Popovich, the controller of that San Antonio.
On the road looking for a win against a Western Conference rival. The San Antonio Spurs are ready for this thing to get started. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And the starting group for the Spurs. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter. Green teams with Leonard on the wings. And it's Parker in at the 1 spot.
And they get on the board first.
Looking to set the tone early. You know, one thing you like about Aaron Aflalo, he's an outstanding post-up player for a guard. At 6'5", he's got a real knack for scoring with his back to the bucket.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his first foul.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
Lawson can't get it to go. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. And for Aflalo, Steve, right around the top 5 in efficiency in the post in the entire NBA last season.
Yeah, and his sweet spot really extends on the court, not just from the post, but all the way to the corners. In fact, he loves to work the baseline, Kevin.
You know, it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
I agree. It settles the team down offensively, and you establish success in the post. That forces the defense to make some adjustments.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Down low. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Well, going into last season, Thiago Splitter accepting a 4-year, $36 million extension, Steve, from the Spurs.
A lot of people questioned the value of that contract, but Splitter more than earned it with his play throughout the regular season and in the playoffs. He's versatile. He can pass. He can defend. And even though his numbers were down a little bit last year, he made a tremendous impact just in terms of their interior play.
The Nuggets are gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. To the wing on the left. Here's Lawson. Another shot. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got his first points in this one.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
And Splitter, clearly, when you look at him offensively, is not a floor spacer. He's a guy who's going to finish inside. He's going to set solid screens. Even though he plays close to the basket, his field goal percentage dropped by almost 10% over the last couple of seasons. He was once superb in that area. Now he's just rock solid. But with the Spurs, in his role, rock solid is good enough.
And there's Green on the assist from Duncan. Green's got his second bucket.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Leonard dishes to Green. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Green's got 6.
Splitter still shooting over 90% of his shots in the paint, but less effective down low. Injuries perhaps a factor. We'll see if he can bounce back.
Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the fast break chance, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Terrible transition defense there.
I think it would have been pointless, Steve. There was no way anybody was beating him to the basket there.
Here's Chandler. McGee, a follow-up Chan.
Gav, he came out of nowhere to slam that one back in.
Well, that's making him pay for letting him get his hands on that rebound.
Yeah, is it ever, Kevin?
Parker kicks to Duncan. The dish to Green. To the inside, Parker, and the layup falls.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Here's Fareed. And Splitter pulls it down. On offense, here are the Spurs. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Chandler with the block. Pass to McGee, uncovered. Here's Fareed, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line. Well, you talk about effort and energy being a skill, some people talk about those things as skills, and Kenneth Faried is a 10 out of 10 in that category. A 6'7" power forward. His athleticism and relentless motor allow him to play much bigger than that.
And guys, Faried not the most skilled offensively. Most of his points coming on fast breaks, garbage buckets, dunks inside.
Yeah, but he's developing a decent touch from around the foul line area, which is a nice addition to his offensive arsenal, Kevin. But, yeah, the big thing is, he's just one of those guys who you can never let your guard down against because he's constant energy.
And slammed in by Diaw.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
Now here's Afflalo. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I wouldn't bet against him in that situation next time. Man, great ball movement. They're just picking this defense apart with their passing.
Well, how about the 3 Ps, Steve? Purposeful, precise, passing. We love it, and so does this team because they're taking advantage of it.
These teams don't look like they belong on the same court today.
It's pretty ridiculous to have a double-digit lead this early.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. And the Nuggets with some changes. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Reed. Foy comes in for Aaron Afflalo. Robinson is subbed in for Ty Lawson. Bellinelli, he's checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Tony Parker. Now here's Ginobili. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Boy, what a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, it sure has been. Look at the lead they've jumped out to already. Impressive.
Hickson passes to Mozgov. It's stolen by Duncan. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Bellinelli's got the ball.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
Here's Robinson, and Boris Diaw picks up the foul. Here's Hickson. Off and in from the low block. Hickson's got his first basket of the night.
He had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
To the middle. The shot by Bellinelli. No good.
Rebounding's going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
Now, here is Foy. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. The Nuggets have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far.
Now, the numbers last year for them at the line, not great. Just 73% free throw shooting as a team.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
That free throw good from Hickson. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Spurs leading by 11. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game ball. Ginobili gets the bucket.
And the early lead just keeps on growing. Another basket.
And the way they've done it is with an extremely potent inside attack.
Here's Foy. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Duncan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Diaw. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili.
Boy, they've looked good in the open floor today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, they've been doing the right thing, Steve. Anytime they've had numbers, they've gone straight up court with it right away. Boom.
Got it off in time. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Spurs out in front. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And, you know, the Spurs have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Big boost from their bench there, guys, in that first quarter. They did a nice job coming in and really giving this team a lift.
Yeah, it's a nice attribute to have. Firepower coming off the pine early. That's good stuff.
Wilson Chandler out there with Gallinari. Then there's Foy. Then it's Robinson. And it's McGee in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
Well, they're trying to play fast and trying to put the defense on their heels.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Well, the Spurs defense really took off a couple years ago when they decided to pair Thiago Splitter and Tim Duncan in the starting lineup. All that length defensively has made it much more difficult for teams to score inside against San Antonio.
Here's Robinson. Rebounded by the Spurs. Here's Splitter, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
What a floor leader he's been at the offensive end.
You know, he's done a terrific job of moving the ball around, sharing it, dispersing it, and running. The show.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, Kawhi Leonard is notoriously quiet, but his teammates don't seem to mind and understand that's just who he is. Coach Popovich said, on the 1 to 10 Mr. Quotable scale, I'd say he was a 1 last year. This year, I think he's a 1.75. Guys, Thiago Splitter summed it up. He doesn't talk much, but he plays great.
That's why he's a champion, Doris. Thanks. The Nuggets trail by 21. And it's Harris off the drive. The floater, and he gets it to go. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Diaw, the screen. Here's Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Green's got 10 points in the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
Kenneth Faried's checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Harris, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
16 seconds on the shot. 16.
Leonard with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Finished off the break.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shots.
Spurs leading by 21. Parker with it. Now Lawson defending.